Hey guys, welcome back to Fez. In this episode I figured we'd do something a little different. Because we have 16 cubes, we can now head through this door, the other door, and the last door. So I figured we'd spend the beginning of this episode taking a look at what all these three doors have to offer us, and what's behind them. This first one leads us to an ancient civilization. Here we're going to be learning a little bit of the lore about this game. As we can see, this civilization was inhabited mainly by ancient cave people. Interestingly enough, you can't flip in this room. Not sure why that is. But I guess there's just nothing else to offer. Can't flip in this room either. I'd be willing to bet that you can't flip in any of these rooms. Not sure why I didn't remember that from last time. You can flip in the outside world though. Just checking. This is super spooky though, I'm gonna say that. Apparently worship some sort of bird deity. That's fun. Bird deities in a town that has birds in it. That's always gonna go well. Let's continue. What more could we find out about this civilization? They were all witches! Ha! This proves it. Yes. Welcome to Witch Town population, Gomez. Oh, this is an unfortunate room. Let's not. Yeah, not a huge fan of that room. That room is not the safest room in the entire game, I'd have to say. Nor is it the friendliest. Also, full cube. That makes 15. It's ridiculous. What am I going to do with all that junk? All that junk inside my trunk. Certainly not get anyone drunk. That would be irresponsible. How are we going to get down from here? Like so. Nope, you die. Okay, in that case, like so. And there we go. There we go, perfect. So is that all the branches from this place? Yep, all 5. Alright. Not much else to see here. Just know that there was an ancient civilization, and apparently something went wrong in one of those rooms, because that did not look friendly. Next, we're going to be going over here. To the next secret 8-cube door. And we have rain. Really cool effect with the rotating rain, by the way. I like it. Well, this is fascinating. Another image of that owl. Got another abandoned civilization here. This one looks far more advanced. From going from living in clay huts to things like neon signs, brick buildings, and modern architecture. Interesting. Also, you can actually flip inside the buildings now, which might say something about their design choices. I'd say the more dimensions you have in a house, the better. I hate when I go into a house and it's only in 2 dimensions and I have to literally compress my entire body into the second dimension in order to be able to inhabit the house. It's very unfortunate. Let's see, this door here. Also, if you may notice, that seems to be a form of advertising. Well, we're not sure exactly what it is, but there is a way you can find out. As I might have mentioned before, this game has an entirely separate alphabet created just for Fez and used nowhere else. Each of those specific characters stands for a letter in the English alphabet, but we're going to get more into that later. Here we have another one of these classrooms. Got a cube. Got a map. Something else. Now, okay, this is something very important to understand. This specific pattern is made up of various things. Groups of 4 to be exact, tetrominos. Each tetromino represents a different action, almost like you're inputting a cheat code. For example, the one pointing up means press up, and then the one pointing left means press left. A square means jump, and an S shape means rotate to the left or right. So this specific code is up, left, shift right, jump, shift left, right, jump, down. As you can see, you can also take these codes, turn them sideways, and shove them together in order to get them in a more concise format. We will be seeing that throughout the remainder of the game, so it's a good idea to learn this now. There's an additional location in the game where you can actually learn exactly what this means in an easier method. We'll get to there, I just encountered this one first. So, we're going to enter the cheat code. Up, left, shift right, jump, shift left, right, jump, down. Haha! Excellent! Cryptographer. Achievement unlocked. So that's another anti-cube. A large majority of these anti-cubes are going to be centered around inputting codes in specific locations in order to solve these puzzles. Understanding that code is the most fundamental code within the game and is essentially the first step to realizing the depth of the languages invented for Fez specifically. So that's a good one to wrap your mind around. Not too difficult to understand. Seen it in implementation. Also, super subtle Polytron logo right there. No big deal. Let's see what's in this room. I believe this is the last one we haven't explored yet. Just a cube bit, but an important one, because they're all important in the end. There is no such thing as an unimportant cube bit. It's philosophy right there. Alright, so that's all that this place has to offer. Basically, the gist you should get from this area is that now civilization has begun to improve. We have more modern facets of life, but certain things still permeate society. Now, the final door. This one requires 16 cubes to open. One of them happens to be an anti-cube. And yes, anti-cubes do count for cubes. So you've got that going for you. Now, while the first two civilizations we found were completely uninhabited, this one isn't going anywhere. In fact, this is the only location in the game where you can find other people other than your hometown. Something to take into account. Also, this music is really good, so I'm going to let you listen to that. And yes, by the way, it is possible to interpret what these people are saying. I haven't gone to the lengths to memorize the language yet, but if you'd like to look that up, they say pretty benign things like, you know, nice weather we're having, what a nice day. Also, this music's really good, so I'm going to shut up. Oh boy. Whoa is right. Yet another door. This one requires 32 cubes. This is our ultimate goal of the game. This requires having exactly half of the cubes. There are 32 regular cubes and 32 anti-cubes within the game. Also, this is highly unsettling. Hear the owls. See their effigy. Assemble the parliament. Okay. Sure. Again with the creepy owl deities. Not appropriate. Or completely appropriate, depending on how you look at it. Okay, also, make a note of this room. When you rotate, you can kind of see the symbols on the wall. Go ahead and write those down. So it's right, left, left. I'm just judging on what I can see while I turn. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right. That's not too hard to remember. Alright, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right. Why don't I go ahead and jot that down really quick? Sorry, 1 second. Boop, boop, new text document. I'm really good at things. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right. Okay. Thank you. That is all. Whoa, okay. Fell through the floor. Always fun falling through the floor. You know when you're in your house, you're just taking a stroll and all of a sudden, whoops, there goes everything. Interesting little story the walls tell. Take note of that. Essentially, people, government, some sort of power, higher beings who take the power for themselves. Interesting. Very interesting. A little bit vague, of course, but again, what in this game isn't vague? This is interesting. Now, in this particular room, you can begin to learn the numbering system of this game. This is actually talking about both numbers and dimensions. 0 dimensions, a single point in space, represented by the symbol on top, blank box. 1 dimension, a line, represented by a vertical stripe pointing upward. 2 dimensions, a square, represented by a stripe pointing to the right. Now, 3 dimensions, represented by 1 up and 1 to the right. And of course, they really have no way of knowing what a cube is, so they just draw it as 2 squares. Funny how that works. So, that gives you a basic gist of how numbers are going to work in this game. Of course, we still haven't seen the rest of the numbers, only numbers 1 through 3, so we have no real way of deciphering what it actually means, but we'll see more of that as time goes on. And I think that's it for this whole little civilization. Except for, of course, this. What lies behind the 32 cube door. But we'll come to that when we come to it. For now, let's just keep exploring. And I say we make more progress towards discovering the secrets of this land next episode. So next time on Fez, we see this world in a new light, using the knowledge that we've gained from these civilizations combined with what exists in the world around us. See you guys then.